Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To the lecturer Dr. Zikri, I hope you are in a good situation. Today, I would like and love to present about a research article which is Does Strategy Improve Organizational Performance? A Meta-Analysis. Before we start, let me start to introduce myself. My name is Ayuni, BINTI ROSDI, and my matric number is S66297. The evidence for practice in this article is the first is strategic planning has a positive, moderate and significant impact on organizational performance in the private and public sector across international settings. Secondly, is the findings suggest the strategic planning should be part of the standard managerial approaches in contemporary organizational and correct many of the critics of strategic planning. Next is the formality of the strategic planning process, which is the extent to which strategic planning includes internal and external analysis and the formulation of goals, strategies, and plans is important to enhancing organizational performance. Strategic planning is commonly operationalized as a strategic formulation approach, and it includes elements such as an analysis of the organization's mandate, mission and value, and analysis of the organization's internal and external environment, and the identification of strategic issues based on this analysis, as well as the formulation of strategies, goals, and plans to address the issue. This momentum was assisted by new public management (NPM) and managerial reforms that promote private sector management practice in public organizations. In other words, as commonly described by NPM-type reformers, strategic planning is not a single invariant entity or instrument, but rather an approach comprised of several tools, procedures, and practices that may assist organizations in establishing purpose, goals, and strategies. Despite its popularity, the efficiency of strategic planning has been questioned by scholars and government researchers. Misberg 1994 expressed of the first and most student objection, arguing that strategic planning does not equal or necessarily contribute to strategic thinking. This article makes three separate contributions to public administration theory, research, and practice. First, it determines if strategic planning popularity is justified based on empirical facts from modern organizations. Second, with its meta-regression, this essay contributes further by addressing the long-standing agreement on the distinction between public and private organizations in order to determine whether it is a relevant management method across government and industry. Lastly, this article responds to the request for greater meta-analytical evidence on effective public management techniques. Strategic planning and organizational performance in this article using three theory, which is Harvard Policy Model, Hypnotic Planning Theory, and Goal Setting Theory. The first is according to the Harvard Policy Model, organizational performance is determined by the degree to which there is a fit between the organization and its environment, which may be determined using methods such as SWOT analysis. Hypnotic planning theory is a methodical, scientific, and analytical approach to decision-making produce better result and approach to existing decision-making in the context of establishing purpose, goal, and strategies. Goal-setting theory proposes that organizations with goals perform better become goals ensure the activity and resources are focused on the addressing core issue and employees understand the priority of the organization. The study between strategic planning and organization performance has been the subject of extensive debate and research. This meta-analysis of 31 empirical studies and 87 correlations aim to address the relationship. The findings indicate that strategic planning has a positive, moderate, and significant impact on organizational performance. The formality of the strategic planning process, which refers to the extent to which organizations follow a systematic approach to strategic formulation, conduct internal and external analysis, define goals, and formulate plans, has a significant impact on organizational performance. Research has shown that a formal strategic planning process is important in enhancing organizational performance. Lastly, is the study revealed that the impact of strategic planning on organizational performance is consistent across sectors, including public and private, and across international settings. The finding suggests that the positive impact of strategic planning on organizational performance is not significantly different between public and private organizations. Therefore, this research indicates that strategic planning has a similar impact on organizational performance in both public and private sector. The result emphasizes the need for more nuanced understanding of strategic planning, taking into account different dimensions of organizational performance and contextual reality of public administration and management. The study provides valuable insight for practitioners and policymakers, suggesting that strategic planning should be part of standard managerial approach in contemporary organizations, but with careful consideration of the process and implementation. The research also points to the needs for further investigation into the potential moderating effect of organization, environmental and institutional contingency on the relationship between strategic planning and organizational performance. This finding suggests that opposition to strategic planning is not supported by empirical evidence, providing credence to worldwide public sector reforms that center on strategic planning. The study highlights the importance of considering the training of executive, administrators, politicians, or board members, as well as the corrective nature of the authorizing environment in the practice of strategic planning. In conclusion, the complete study reported in this meta-analysis provides strong evidence that strategic planning significantly leads to enhancing organizational performance. It provides a strong motivation for organizations of all sizes to invest in and precisely implement strategic planning procedures as a key driver of a long-term success and competitive advantage. That's all from me. Thank you.